Hey, what's up with you? I was supposed to make you not still show up or something. We got to like 2:15. So they was watching. Yeah. Honest. Hold on, let me get this together. I'm getting all this together, family. Bear with me for a minute. I'm getting the microphone connected. I know. My bad, I was going the wrong way. Okay, here we go. What's up, all in the queue? All in the queue in the building. Y'all know I got all the pieces today. Y'all can talk about your boy all you want. You can talk about me all you want. We got action, baby. My bad. We got action. We got action. We got action. Live and in the building, baby. I'm here. We just ready to get going. Get low. I got the charger. Get it together. As you can see, YouTube Live. We're gonna do this thing right. You heard? Ain't no faking and shaking. No, this what you don't hear. Okay. This thing can hold it on. Here we go. Here we go. We in the building, family. For those that has tuned in, thank y'all for tuning in. I mean, well, hey, well, they all gotta follow the charter. I see Black Megatron in the building. Yeah, we live. We live, family, we live. My bad, turning everything up. Let me do it like this. Okay, we put it on Do Not Disturb. Here we go, hold on. Do Not Disturb. There we go. We shouldn't be on no disturb. Little mama in the building. Call Blanks, yes, we here. Miss Terry Hess, great evening. Hostage 42. Hey, whenever they get one hostage, we ain't gonna, but they're gonna be until they get a vote. Mark 76, good evening. Unapologetic, you see we here. KG 114, it is what it is. We in this thing. Like this. I'm trying to get my stuff together. So how y'all beautiful people doing on the YouTube side of the Fizzang? We're here to be great. But y'all see I got it together this time. What we looking like in this chat? What we looking like? What we looking like? We good. We just getting in from the Avis Hopkins. Good evening. Nakia Harris, good evening, good evening. Thank you, family, for tapping in on the YouTube side of the table. Y'all know we in this thing. And hit that like button. Y'all know this Flint City Council. Hit that like button when y'all coming in. Hit that like button. Share this out. Share the council out to everybody. Hit that like button. Beyond the Busters, Bins, and Shots. Thanks for tapping in to the City Council, brought to you by 810 News Media Group. Sarah P. You know what it do, fam? What it do? Y'all see we in this thing. Trev, what's up? Yo, what it do? We in this thing. Miss D, thanks for tapping in. Yeah, tell them Miss D, hit that like button. And let them lights go up. All y'all that came in, hit that like button. I can tell you it's cold outside. I don't even know why we came. I know why we came. We came and did this for y'all. I wouldn't even. Hey, how you doing? Would y'all believe this? It's more people that like us. The beautiful Sherry Allen. Good evening. KP, what it do? I'm gonna try my best. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try to stay in here till it's over. But we ain't had that much stuff on there, did we? They should just pass everything straight through today. I don't know why they.
Somebody here first.
Huh? Yeah, I'm family well. Ain't nobody up here yet,
Only started 5. The people who called are not even here.
Huh?
The people who called are not even here.
For real. Yeah, nobody here, family. Yeah, even the people who called are not here. Dana Bryant, good evening. Thanks for tapping in. I know we're gonna give y'all everything we can do. We telling the people to show up. But as you can see, it's hard to show up in the city of Flint. But I'm gonna tell you the forecast for today, y'all lucky to be in the crib.
It's gonna be an Arctic freeze.
Yeah, tonight? Oh my goodness, they say it's gonna be an Arctic freeze tonight. The Lord be with us. You think the gig was up? They this movie be coming on. And two, probably, if you did that, people like Cicero, good evening. Heavenly Team, good evening. Mark 76, you may be right, might be no quorum. Come on now, family, get them likes up. I see 74 of y'all in here. Only 27 of y'all liked it. That's really how it is. Carla Goff, good evening. Thanks for tapping in with y'all truly best. Damn, yeah, nah, it's hot. It's cold out there. I'm telling you, it's cold. It's cold than a man that's really broke up over a woman telling him that she over him. Okay, coming on down is one. We got one coming in. They coming on in now. We got Miss. Oh yeah, you know what? The headache. Well. Black girl, black girl, 1966. Good evening to all the new people that's coming in. This is City Council brought to you by 810 News Media Group. One of the reliance. How can I say one? The number one, give it to you raw, independent podcasting network, 810 News Media Group, bringing you City Council. You heard? I ain't gonna make it. I can tell you that now. Woo. I think they supercalifragilistic, man. I tell you, this code is Satan. This code is Satan. Yeah, she watching it. I do like that. I do like tracking the film and put it back. I do like that. I prefer that much better. The mother two idiots ain't get their followers. She was smart enough to put them up under her. They ain't know how to go in and set a deal up for themselves. It's about dollars and cents and they going on friendships. They ain't paying. Our gangsters there. Them two idiots. Man.
I have to do basic.
She, shit, see this? This? Oh, yeah, she trying to delegitimize. She trying to delegitimize it. Yeah. She got to show up sooner or later.
Every meeting until she.
Yeah, she got to show up sooner or later. I don't think she's gonna see it. I think she's gonna show up.
Martin Luther King was the only one that had it every Monday. There was a little bit more than juice in that girl.
Thanks, Mama Asaya Quill for tapping in. Thanks for tapping in. Teresa, thanks for tapping in. Lasagna Laird, thanks for tapping in. Carolyn Hendricks, thanks for tapping in. Cameron Hart, Deborah O'Neill, thank you for tapping in. I see the snowman and tapped in. We're going to talk about it tomorrow morning, Deborah. Y'all come on, hit them likes in. We're gonna have a special going on. We're going to have a special going on. You know, A10 got to do something spectacular too. I think, what you think? For the next 2,000 subscriber, who is ever the 2,000 subscriber, so that'll take us to 3,200. Whoever be that, whoever take us to that 2,000 subscriber, we're gonna give them $200.
Ooh,
18 is.
we ain't got $200.
Don't worry about it.
You did your taxes.
Nope. You got to get paid to do that, don't you? Well, I should be able to claim a couple podcasters. I should be able to claim about 4 or 5 podcasters, ain't I? Eddie Gray, thanks for tapping in. The only Doomis Winters like Darnell in the building.
His cousin over there.
Hey, I'm serious. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? What's up? Hey, I'm telling you, Kawana, thanks for tapping in. Just everybody here, Solution, thanks for tapping in. Pay the producers. That's all I'm saying. Pay the producers. Winters, he said he ain't no relation to AC, but AC here. She said no relation, they can hear you. But they, family, I'm just saying, I'm gonna put a couple of them on my taxes though. I gotta file some. I sure am all in the queue. When they don't pay, that's what you got to do. They racked up a bill. I guess I don't have no idea right now, Nikia Harris. But I know if they start coming, so right now we ain't got a quorum.
They can still listen to conspiracy.
And the speakers got to speak today.
All the speakers got to speak today.
Deborah Luna, thanks for tapping in. I'm sending, I'm claiming I'm on taxes right now. I got about like 7 kids out there.
You better get the call on them and see where they at.
Yeah, I got about 7 of them. They grown though. RJ Cat, what it do? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I've been sensing a conspiracy since I got in this game. Yeah, I think she is. I'm not for sure. So, well, she's not coming to council, but she can come in. Her meeting don't start till 6. She could have came. Yeah, she said she wasn't holding up city business no more. But we gotta see first. Kobe Fatty, aka Elizabeth P. Finney, thanks for tapping in. I know these people ain't getting scared. They always had them come to Jesus moments though. You think they're gonna call them? They should call all of them. But they can say it is cold. It's cold as you about to tell on somebody. That's how cold it is outside. Like you about to go tell on somebody. Then you hear me say it's like going to when you done trying to. Yeah, it's out here cold blooded. But I got faith. I know the fabulous folk gonna show up. I don't believe they not coming. Michelle 69. I know they gonna be here. They ain't gonna let us down.
Got another fire in Flint apartments going on Franklin. What apartments is on Franklin Street?
It's a fire going on some apartments on Franklin Street. We're gonna get it together. I'm gonna try to see if quorum break. I'm gonna see if we can get an interview with some of the council people. Okay, ain't nobody coming in. Ain't nobody showing up today. I mean, it's cold. I'm telling you, I do this for y'all. That's why we out here. But I'm telling you, I know ain't none of them council people watching our live. Because I'm noticing we got 115 people watching and only 52. Hey, how you doing, good brother?
All right.
Yeah, I can't complain. It's cold outside, ain't it?
That's all right. It's good. How you doing?
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold. Uh-oh. No super producer ain't put that out there. It's cold. Shit, elected officials. Brother B, what it do? Peace and blessings back to you. I know y'all gonna get with Lanita Murray. No, thank y'all for tapping in. Marie Carter, thank you for tapping in, family. I'm telling you, it's so cold. And how you doing? That'll never happen. But right now, what?
Let's get it started.
Oh, we got action. How you doing? How you doing, beautiful man? How you doing? I can't complain. Oh yeah, we got a quorum. And you will. I'll try to get that statement for you. Can you write this down?
6 months.
Oh my goodness, we about to there. Let's get it. Well, yes, it's on and popping. Super producer depends on the elected official. We're gonna have to ask RJ, if you're listening to me by the sound of my voice, please put that question in the chat tomorrow morning, for we cannot forget to answer that question what the super producer said. Please put that on there. Please put that on there. It's like negative. They say it's a -4 right now, but it feels like a -11. I'm telling you, just walking up here to this thing, Wednesday thought I was gonna be waiting till she got out the car. Man, as soon as I closed that door, I was like I was running a 40-yard dash to get up in here. Oh yeah, somebody gonna catch a cold. I know better than this. Forgot my mask. Kiss, I'm telling you. But I just got over a rough call. Now we got 120 on YouTube with 57 likes. Unbelievable. Y'all dislike us like that? Brother, Will, good evening. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying, remind me. It sure did chase me right up in there. I'm trying to tell you, that cold chased me. That wind hit me. I ran right up in there, and she thought I was going to be waiting outside, like wait on her to come. I said, I got to go. I'm carrying all the equipment anyway. I'm like, I got to go. When I tell you how cold it is cold. You ain't cold? That wind hit me like I got fired on it. That's how that wind hit me in the face when I opened that door. I closed my door back like, dang. That was it.
I said, these are pearls. He said, I said, she hit it in my head and breathe.
Tell them Kawana hit that like button. Right now. Pearl, that's what's up. That's what's up. I like that hat. I like, oh, they ain't playing no more.
Council meeting is now being brought to order. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Yes.
Mr. Alvin?
Present.
Ms. Lewis?
Present.
Ms. Priestley? Present. Ms. Burns? Is not here. Ms. Chet? Present. Mr. Whiteford? Not here. Mr. Jarrett? We have 5 members present.
We have 5 members present. So now it's time for the pledge of allegiance.
Here we go. Yeah. It's about to go to hell. Every time I do this pledge, it's nice to pray. It's the prayer. It's the prayer to send this country, send this council into the abyss. Y'all want to see me shake the city council up? Should I get up here and say, congratulations to President Trump? Oh, yeah. This is when council finna go to hell.
Madam Chair,
Go ahead.
I'll ask that we keep the Rogers family, the Finney family, the Southall family, and the Bureau family in our prayers, as all of them have lost loved ones.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Go ahead.
To remember to keep in prayer Miss Maggie Robinson and her family.
Okay. Anyone else? All right, I would like for us to remember the family of Miss Chantel Nicole Edwards, the family of Miss Chantel Nicole. So now we will have a moment of silence. All right, so now it's time for the prayer of blessing. Ms. Priestley, would you please lead us in the prayer of blessing?
Heavenly Father, just thank you for those of us gathered here today, and Lord, I ask that you give us wisdom and courage as we do the business of the city, so that we can help improve the lives of our residents. We need your guidance, Lord. And Lord, I just thank you very much for the opportunity to serve this city. In Jesus' name.
Amen. So now it's time for the reading of the disorderly person city code subsection. Any person that persists in disrupting this meeting will be in violation of the city code section 3110, disorderly conduct, automatic and disorderly person, and will be subject to the rest of the meeting. Any person who prevents the peaceful or orderly conduct of any meeting will be given one warning. If they persist in disrupting the meeting, that individual will be subject to arrest. Violators will be removed from meetings. So now it's time for public comment. First, public speaker, Madam Clerk.
First speaker is R.L. Mitchell.
Good evening, Council. I'm R.L. Mitchell. Live at 759 East Linden Street, Old Honey Creek Avenue. Okay. Well, for the record, to you, Madam Chair, to Ms. Evil, Miss, the woman with the money bag. I mean, Chrissy. We the people, thank you for letting us know that we got $11 million left for the stimulation money. You didn't want to tell us, but you finally told us. And you can drop a tear on where the Holy Temple opened up your highway, all the way running out of food and the other thing on Clyde Road. You don't want a tear. And again, to you, Madam Chair, to the city attorney. City attorney, we the people want to know why come the other attorney that the mayor hired from second office show up today? And we want to know, is she going to get the preceding amount that Tim got before he left the administration? Because she's the second in line, and we want you to share about that too. Is that the reason why she ain't here in the mayor? Because she gets 62 days to be qualified. And tell us about the reason she's not here. Is she had this or something? And another thing, for the record, the man at Early Hospital, Mr. Carter, he had a right to be on the Early Hospital board because he was there when the hospital, the emergency room always be packed, and a woman died right in the Early Hospital, right in the emergency room because they wouldn't wait on her. And he having a problem getting promoted to the board. We the people want him to be promoted to the board of man of color. Because you know what Early Hospital treat the people of color. Like when the white man told, don't put your black hand on my baby. And they did it anyway. And Early Hospital got sued. And nobody said nothing about it. That's why we should have a man of color on like Mr. Color. And another thing, the Flint on University Drive, there's a children's museum over there. They say everybody is welcome. That's not true. Because you put the children got to find out where they stuff. Because it's just like they do anyway. In this lot, they pay their own with them black trucks. The city police can't tell them what to do because they pay Mr. Mike pockets is deep. He's trying with them black trucks, you know what? Anyway, stay tuned, America, and you're going to see how Flint's going to get our money. Take that.
All right, Madam Clerk, next speaker.
The next speaker is Chair Schlosser.
Good evening, Council. Chad Slusher here from the Mont Park neighborhood. I just want to stop in and thank you all because about a year and a half ago, I came down here and presented an idea to y'all that we had for putting in a paved pathway through Mont Park. It's one of the highest usage parks in the city of Flint. In order to provide same level access for people that have mobility issues or pushing a stroller or in a wheelchair, to provide access to our hockey court, basketball court, tennis court, bicycle garden, and the playground itself. And you approved that and funded us through ARPA funds in order to put that trail in. And we had it installed in October of this year. And I brought a picture, I want to pass around if that's okay, of our neighbor Andre, who's 27 years old. He has cerebral palsy. He's lived in our neighborhood since he was 12, and he's never had a chance to go down into Mont Park because it's set, if you've not been there, it's set in a bowl, and the hills are very steep on both sides. And so on October 28th of 2024, he was able to go down into Mont Park and enjoy everything that it has to offer for the first time in his life. His mother advised us on kind of the design and the layout this trail. So I think people sometimes come down here and ask you guys for stuff, and I just want to make sure that we in Mont Park remember to come back and say thank you for partnering with us to create better opportunities for all the people of Flint. So thank you, and I'll bring this to Mr. Alamina if you guys can just pass it around. And I gotta run to another neighborhood meeting, so I can't stay, but thanks for letting me come down and share.
Keep coming back, sir.
All right, next speaker, Madam Clerk.
The next speaker is Winters Hall. Good evening, Council. Winters Hall, 6th Ward resident, City of Flint. Unfortunately, my council person isn't here tonight, but I will keep speaking every meeting until she shows up. It's a shame that I have to come to City Council to address being threatened and blackmailed by my own council person on her podcast about matters that have occurred in my personal life, of which none has to do with her. So what if I did anything? Does that help with the lead and other harsh chemicals in the water? Oh, wait, Winter's been texting a man. Well, that might delay the service line replacement. Then she went on to say she has receipts of a man sending me money and pictures. Oh, Lord. Now just lock me up because I know that is just going to help eliminate blight. Now, do you hear how stupid that sounds? That's how stupid Councilwoman Tanya Burns sounded on her show Sunday, talking about my damn personal life on her podcast. But tonight, I'm going to be set free. Elected official, husband, anybody else, I will not be abused any damn more. Now, I will not allow her be an elected official if I didn't allow the man that I was married to for 15 years hold any motherfucking thing over my head. And excuse me for my language, but I mean it because I'm pissed off. And she claims to be the ethical one. You have to call people. She's calling people, and she's alive. She ain't the only one recording. She's calling people across the United States to see if they got information on me. I was told to pray about it and go on. Some said just leave it alone, but the trigger was when she told me on her podcast, keep testing me. It's the same damn thing that I used to hear at home. One thing that they teach you in therapy is you gotta face your situations head on. And I thank Tanya once again for bringing the date back from 2020. When she said I asked her not to say anything, she was right. I did. Because she didn't know what I had to go through at home. But she do now. If y'all could just allow me a few more seconds to wrap up. Thank you. I did ask her not to say anything. Because like I said, when I got home, I knew it was going to be a fight for my life. She didn't know then, but she knew now. And she got on that podcast, it's live, it's out there, y'all can go and watch it, where she solicited. And first she said, I didn't want to see it, it was just sent to me. Then she said, well, send me everything y'all got, and if anybody wants to see it, I'll send it to you. You broke the law. In case you don't know, the law says she broke MCL 750.145 and MCL 750.213. Any of my personal business
has nothing to do with the city of Flint. Snake bite burns.
Thank you. Next speaker, Madam Clerk.
The next speaker is Karen Munzinger.
Good evening, Council. My name is Karen Munzinger. I'm here today to discuss the Kersley boat launch that is owned by the city of Flint, but is maintained by me. For the last 2.5 years, I have picked up the trash and picked up the dumping that has happened at the boat launch. I have done so with the help of the Flint Golf Course, allowing me to use their dumpster. I have also generated a garbage can from Genesee County Parks with a chain and a lock, and every week I go down to the boat launch, I pull that trash can, put it in my city trash, and replace the liner so that the boat launch stays clean. It is a joy, for sure. Over the last 2.5 years, while I've been maintaining the boat launch, I have tried to go through multiple city personnel, including I had emails and conversations with Susan Wilcox, Gavin Bodnar, Roy Lash. It was Amanda Edwards and Nancy that I was dealing with the Genesee County Parks and Recs, and most recently Mr. Quincy Murphy. I'm sorry for everyone's lost. On that note for the third district. What I'm here to ask the council for is just a little bit of help. What I've been asking, trying to get completed through the city, is I would like a street light added to a pole number 0299234. I checked with Consumers Energy already. It is the city of Flint that pays for that pole. I have also verified, to the best of my ability, that it is because this question will likely come up, it is the city of Flint that owns the boat launch. And that boat launch is not part of the rental agreement for the golf course that rents that area there. So again, what I'm asking for is a street light at the cost of $28 per year to help keep the ongoing all-night parties that happen and folks that are camping overnight that shouldn't be there, shed some light and maybe help the area be safer. I would also really appreciate a couple of signs that indicate that the area is closed at dusk. Thank you very much for your consideration.
All right, thank you. Next speaker, Madam Clerk.
The next speaker is Daniel Tipton Jr.
Good evening. My name is Daniel Tipton Jr. I'm a resident of Fifth Ward. I'm here because I'm sort of frustrated on something that's been going on or hasn't been going on, and that's concerning a street in my ward, and that's Grand Traverse at Curve. I talked to my councilman a couple of years ago, and she said that it's all about funding or whatever that has to be taking place to get that road fixed. But I don't know if any of you drive down that road in front of the Brothers Keepers or down for the distillery. I find it very embarrassing for the city to spend a lot of money all around these places for the parks, the state park, and downtown. That little stretch is one of the worst parts of the road. So I'm just asking, as far as maintenance crews and maintenance people and how that's done, my council person said that the maintenance director or whatever said it was going to be 2 years before he even thought about it. So to me, that's something that should be put back continuously, because when people come into the city, go out the city, they cross that road it goes so many directions. So my question is, the governor of Michigan said that one thing we should do is fix the roads. And I'm waiting and hoping that the city do something about fixing the roads. The last thing I want to say is, our mayor, a couple of years ago, started this program about blight, rewards for reporting blight. I'd like to know what happened to that program. I haven't heard anything about it. So I'm asking, why do the mayor or people bring up these issues, bring up things for a minute, and then you don't hear nothing about it? I know the trash can issue was great for the city, but I don't know how many residents like dragging those trash cans out to the street in the wintertime. So, those are some of the concerns I would just want to put on the record for myself and my board.
Thank you, Mr. Benson. Next speaker, Madam Clerk.
The next speaker is James Moore.
Mr. Mitchell, please. Go ahead, Mr. Moore.
James Moore, Second Ward, just up here in regards to the chance of a lifetime. We had the opportunity to get into support behind one of our very own, Clarissa Shields, from my understanding, she will be fighting in the Flint area. And I hope that we don't show her the overload and we come out and support.
You cool?
And if you can't afford to get in, if you can get in the parking lot, stand here out there and cheer for her. Let me know that Flint actually has her back, and we're thankful and grateful for what she's been able to achieve in her life. And just to encourage her, really hard, catch her with an uppercut.
All right, next speaker, Madam Clerk.
Next speaker is A.C. Dumas.
Whoa.
My name is A.C. Dumas, and I'm a resident of the 3rd Ward, and there's a couple issues of concern to me about the 3rd Ward. First of all, the so-called ambassador. I think that is an illegal position that the administration had put forth. Number one, it's not based upon the charter. I think the ambassador for the 3rd Ward should be the individual, either this council should have appointed to take Mr. Murphy's place, and thereafter that the people vote for their legal, duly elected 3rd Ward council person. Those are the only two places where an ambassador should be appointed. And you know, it seems like everything happens in and about the 3rd Ward. I want to say about the ARPA funds. I remember the 800, if you don't want to call them applications, you can call them whatever you want to call them, because I filled out one. And I was just looking through my papers today, and I still have mine. And I think it's a shame and a disgrace that the people told the council what they wanted to do with the ARPA funds. Not one road, one window, one porch, one furnace has been replaced, to my knowledge, with the ARPA funds. The 501c3 got plenty of money. And I'm just looking at this, I was looking up some things today in the law about a 501c3 certificate of good standing is a required document that shows a non-profit organization is in good standing with that state and authorized to do business. And before you all have given out money to 501c3, that's the first thing you should have checked. The very first thing, see, they had a certificate of good standing. I think that's very important. But again, I want to say that an ambassador of this council should let the executive branch take your authority away from you. Next thing they'll be appointing ambassadors in your ward while you're on the council. Thank you. Can I have a few more minutes to wrap up? May I have a few more minutes to wrap up?
Go ahead, Mr. Jones.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. So next speaker, Madam Clerk.
The final speaker for this meeting is Arthur Woodson.
Let me start off. Councilman Elman, before the election, you told everyone that we didn't have to worry about Beverly Lewis being taken away from Castle Green. Tonight, you can bring that resolution with the lease back up and have everybody vote on it and put them in a position to where they can accept it or not. And that is squash us losing money in court by paying attorneys and everything else. I mean, that would be the right thing to do because of the lease there. And if the mayor doesn't want to go along with it, y'all have veto power. So if he doesn't sign off on it, which he, I think, gonna already signed, y'all have veto power to where he has to accept it. That would be the right thing to do because you said that you didn't have to worry about Ms. Lewis going anywhere. So I would vote to bring that resolution up and put them in a position to where either they accept it or they don't. Also, with the zoning ordinance, green innovation districts. Green innovation districts, I know at one point it was where if your house burned down, you could not build back up. Then they brought it back down here, and they changed it to where you have to come down here to the planning commission and get authority to build. And all the north side and east side is green. All we build is gardens and everything else in the green zone. So I would really love to hear more about this ordinance because all it's telling us is changing, adding, or additional criteria, requirements, and all that. We're not giving you anything to tell us what it is that they're trying to change in this right here. And then the brownfield for the Flint Commerce Center brownfield plan. Who's buying that? Why would City of Flint need a brownfield plan? Also, the bridge. Why do we have to pay for something that MDOT did? MDOT picked the contractor. If the contractor messed up, why do we have to pay for them to refix what they broke? I'm not understanding that. Why we do that? Thank you.
All right, Madam Clerk, did you say that was the last speaker? That's correct. All right, so now it's time for council to respond to that. Any council member that would like to respond?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead, Mr. Donovan.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson, for your question in regards to the house rent situation. That situation in regards when I spoke in support of Ms. Beverly continuing in that position, had an opportunity to move forward at that time with the lease. And unfortunately, several colleagues on council pushed back on it. And so it got tabled at that time, even though the president had signed off on it. And there was several other conversations in regards to trying to move forward with the lease. The part of it, I was going to get the whole first year of the lease, and it was pushed back on that, and some other things because of other council members intervening on the issue over there, got that put to the table and pushed back, so we couldn't move forward with it. And they didn't want to move forward with it as it currently stands. So as that lease stands and trying to bring something that current lease is over and moving forward as it currently stands with new management and so forth. So it's no way to bring that lease back up because we're moving forward in a different direction. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anyone else would like to respond?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead, Mr. Chair.
Yes, so to the residents the one resident who had concern about the light pole and maybe adding another light there, please make sure you contact me. The same with the resident who had a concern about the road area over by my brother's keeper. The city is actually looking into that, and so just make sure that you do contact me so that I have your information, so that I am able to get back with you when I do have an answer for you. I do want to correct something that I think someone accidentally misspoke on. I'm not sure because it's been said at every meeting. I know this person has a pretty good attendance record at our meetings, but roads have been fixed in the city with ARPA money in the Seventh Ward. Several roads have been fixed with ARPA money. The same with houses have been painted as well. So I do want to clear up the fact that no ARPA money has been used to fix roads in the city because that is inaccurate. Roads have been fixed in the Seventh Ward with ARPA money, as well as houses been painted and other minor repairs have taken place as well. I do want to also take this time to point out, for my colleague in the first ward, he did already point out, but I think he also forgot to mention that the person that signed the lease with the mayor also came up here and personally asked all of us to vote that lease down. While your point does stand, that now it's already gone through legal matters there in the court, there's other things happening, and then there's new management in place. I do think that it is important to state for the record that we were asked as a council body to not approve that lease by members who represent the board of that organization. Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right, thank you. Anyone else?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead, Ms. Priestley.
I want to thank everyone, especially for bringing forward concerns that you have in your areas. And that's what we're here for, is to address those. And I saw that Councilwoman Fischette did talk to you, so I'm glad that she reached out because it's difficult to do. But I also want to say that picture that they showed that we were given from Chad regarding the Mont Park is perfect. That is exactly what those funds are designed to do. It will help the lives of the residents in that area. And I'm glad that I was able to be a part of the vote to approve those funds. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Priestley. Anyone else? I think as if no one else, I'll go ahead and I'll give you my time. So, Mr. Tipton, we will confer with Mr. McGaha to see what can be done. Because you're right, Grand Traverse, that is a main road, and it's still part of downtown. So we'll see what we can do in terms of infrastructure dollars. See what we can do. And again, thank you for being a regular Flint for 30+ years. Absolutely. And thank you for speaking out today. We definitely appreciate you coming. And next, I also would like to say to Ms. Williams Hall, I'm definitely so sorry to hear that we have a colleague that utilized her platform to blackmail Flint residents. You know, as city council members, this is not what we're here to do. We're here to talk about the good things that happen in the community, such as the installation of the fire and the smoke detector. We're talking about great things that should be happening. And then we're also, talking about solutions to fix things. That is what we're here for. And it's very unfortunate to hear someone monetizing off of the humiliation of other city residents. And so I definitely hope that you're able to prosecute that to the fullest extent of the law. And you know, and I empathize because I understand when MCL 750D was violated when I was put on speakerphone. So, you know, I had people saying that you cussed out a pastor. And so those things are important. The violating of Michigan law, those things are important. So we need for everyone to make sure that they're consistently keeping the residents first. Able Media, they're podcasts. They do podcasting things. When we enter that space, we have a higher duty. And it is our job to fulfill that, and it is the residents' job to hold us accountable. So I'm looking forward to having a good meeting and getting out here in a decent hour. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and go to the consent agenda. Go ahead, Ms. Priest. President motion to approve the consent agenda. Any support? Supported by the councilman in the first ward. Any separation? So Michelle, I'll change second. And the consent agenda will include the presentation of the minutes, as well as the resolutions that went over the last council on special affairs meeting.
Excuse me. I gotta do the
Go ahead, Mr. Chair.
I'd like to separate 240-514.
Two four zero.
Page 7.
Okay, got it. 514 at the bottom.
514.
Okay.
On the next page, 240-522.
Okay.
240-523.
Okay.
Then on page 9, 240-547. On page 10, 240-582.
582.
Yeah.
All right, any more? All right, seeing none, the consent agenda will consist of presentation of the minutes, in addition to resolution, what introduction for reading ordinances for 240459, resolution 240496, resolution 240498, 240506, 240513, 240546, 240553.1, 240578, 240583, and 240585, 250000, 250001, 250002. So all those being included in the consent agenda. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Wellington? Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley? Yes. Ms. Carter is not here. Ms. Barnes is not here. Ms. Shad? Mr. Piper is not here. Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
It was 5 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 5 yes, 0 no. The consent agenda passes. So now we are moving to the first separation, which is appointment 240514. And it is the appointment to the Downtown Development Authority, Emily Dorn. Go ahead, Ms. Priestley.
Support.
All right, move to approve by the full board council lady, supported by the Senate board council lady. Roll call, excuse me. So, any discussion?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead, Mr. Jarrett. Excuse me, Ms. Dorr, could you please approach the lectern?
you this evening?
Okay, how are you?
Good, good. Can you share, please, what you understand sort of the role of serving on this board to be, or why that?
Absolutely. The Downtown Development Authority is a component unit of the city, so it is a separate body with its own board, but it is still tied to the city. It's a tax capture district. That was a number of years ago, and for the redevelopment of downtown, the board has, I think, it's about 11 or 13 people, and they meet once a month, and it's a great opportunity to try to help bring some fresh ideas and some more energy to the board. That's why I would like to join. It is not a city slot. It is a slot that asked if I'm interested. I am a small business owner within the DDA. I am a resident of Flint, and so it would not be, obviously, I would not necessarily be representing my position, but rather trying to move it forward for the sake of what's best for the whole city. Yeah.
So there are those, am I to understand based on something that you said, there's a difference between sort of a seat at large and those designated for the city?
I don't know that there is a specific seat on the DDA board that must be held by a staff person. I do not think that exists per the bylaws of that body. They do have, if you look at the bylaws, there are some comments around people having a resident who lives within the DDA. They do say that they want at least one person who lives within the district. I do not have that. They also do want some business owners and then also other stakeholders, but they do not have a specific city employee slot. The mayor is the chair of the board. That is true, but other than that, when I read it, I did not see that.
Okay. I get it. Thank you.
Anyone else? Go ahead.
Ms. Dorr, I think your energy would be fabulous on this board, and as a stakeholder, as a business owner, a successful business owner that I'd like to go to, I think you'd be a perfect candidate to bring some life.
Deborah Luna, thank you for the $10.
Thank you for allowing your name to go forward.
Man.
Anyone else?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
The work that you've done in the city, how you helped us vastly improve. I have no doubt that you are a much needed voice on this board. I'm happy to support your appointment to the board because if it's anything like the work you've done here in the city, then they are.
Thank you, Bertha Baby. $2.
All right, anyone else? All right, seeing no one, I'm gonna take my time as door. You know economic development. You know real estate. You are a forward thinker. You have a network that is essential to the city of Flint. So you are not just a business owner. I mean, you are a key component of downtown. And just like they said, your energy is just amazing. And a lot of people utilize your business. A lot of people come through you. Ms. Dorr, we appreciate you for choosing Flint. And so you definitely have my vote. And I hope that you might unanimously vote to approve you so we can move on and continue to do great things for city. All right, anyone else in the second round? Seeing no one else, Madam Clerk, call for the vote.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Absolutely, yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
The vote is 5 yes, 0 no. So that resolution is approved. So next, moving on to resolution 240522, the appointment of Marcel Hussey. What's the pleasure of the body? All right, motion approved by the councilwoman in the 7th ward, supported by the councilwoman in the 4th ward. Any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Go ahead, Mr. Chair.
is this candidate present?
No, he's not. He came to the last meeting. He was in a bad car accident. He had a neck brace, and he was. All right. Thank you. And so, okay, so, no, so he's not able to attend. He was in excruciating pain last accident. We see me last meeting. But he did make an honest effort. We just didn't get to him in time.
Thank you.
All right, anyone else?
Madam Chair,
Go ahead.
I would like to acknowledge the fact that, he did attempt to stay, well, he actually stayed pretty much the whole last meeting, to speak on his own behalf. I know that our colleague in the 1st ward was, on this board. He can speak to the importance of having that, resident liaison there, or that resident in this position. And I'll be able to let my colleague in the 1st ward to talk about the importance of him being on this board. But again, our last council meeting, he was present.
Thank you, Mr. Shah. Anyone else?
Madam Chair,
Go ahead.
just, ask the councilwoman in the 7th ward, mentioned, in regards to the gentleman.
I ain't turning the camera.
That last meeting with the neighbor race, because of the car accident. But this position is very important. I was asking, struggling to find someone that's a resident that qualifies and wants to step up and volunteer time, and I think it would be a great fit. We have this resident and everything, so we look over, he has great qualities and he's passionate about being on this board, so I think we can support this. I think we could really help him over there as they have that. And other individuals potentially wanting to intervene because of the lack of having a residential commissioner hasn't been there for quite some time. And this is a very critical position that needs to be filled. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, seeing as there's no one else, I would like to also add, I had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Hussey. And it is a testament just, and it shows his level of commitment, the fact that he pressed his way so he can address council at last meeting. He sat for as long as he could, he walked around, he sat, he walked around, and it was hours before we were able to get to the committee. So the fact that he knew that he was in excruciating pain, he came out so he could still be responsive to the council, it says a lot, it speaks to commitment. And unfortunately, that's one thing that we don't have on a lot of these committees. We don't have committed people. We have people that sign up and say, I want to be a part of this committee, and never see them again. So Mr. Hussey's shown that sickness or health, I want to be here and I want to serve. So with that being said, in addition to his resume, I am looking to approve the advisor because through you, Mr. Melvin, you said that resident position have been vacant for some time. Do you know how long this has been vacant?
I want to say about a year, close to a year, it's been quite some time.
Okay. And seeing how having a resident commissioner is essential to funding, we don't want to hold up funding because we see a lot of great new development coming to the city of Flint, and we don't want to be an impediment to that when we have a resident commissioner that's ready to jump in the game and get it going. So, want to go ahead and call for anyone to speak in the second round? All right, seeing if there's no one to speak in the second round, we'll go ahead and call for the vote for Mr. Hussey. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Mr. O'Holman?
Yes. Yes.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Vote is 5 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 5 So now we're on to our next separation,
Not
which is
separation,
under
yeah.
licenses. And it is resolution 240.
Terry, we here. I left my mask in the car.
Thank you so much. All right,
I
so
was
we're
just in
on
the
to
car.
the other appointment, 240-523, Pleasant Body.
Motion to approve.
All right, motion to approve by the councilman in the fourth ward. Anyone look support? Supported by the councilman in the first ward. Mr. Jerry, got any discussion? No, he's not present today, because he was present last meeting. And he's spoke. Yeah, he came to the last meeting. And just an FYI, Mr. Jones here, and his appointment was sent to council by the body for approval. Silly time.
I knew.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Priestley.
Madam Chair, so this situation we're addressing is a present. I believe I know the appointments were on the last council meeting. People don't want to come to our council meetings anymore. If they are being appointed. They can sit here, we had, Mr. Schultz sitting here for 3 hours. Or more, yeah, he left around, what, 11 o'clock? I don't remember. I just looked up and he was gone. People don't want to sit here and wait and spend their evening listening to us go round and round and round. They just don't. So I don't hold it against them if they don't come. And if they're on committee and if they're on government it takes forever to get to that committee. So I don't hold it against them, and I don't hold it against them and my voters. Thank you.
All right, anyone else?
Madam Chair,
Go ahead, Mr.
just like to add again that if the community did show up and spoke, and that's requested from our colleagues, they did show up. And again, just like that, we have individuals building lives here at a time for the start appointments and board positions. I think we should really consider that house and try to fill some of these seats, especially over the house. So definitely give my support. Okay.
All right, anyone else? If there's no one else, I'll go ahead and utilize my time. So, Mr. Derek, since he already came to council last week, he didn't know that he wasn't supposed to come back because he already came. And so, that's why he's not here tonight. It wasn't because of a lack of interest or lack of commitment. He came and he stayed several hours and he didn't get opportunity to speak and to compel the council to appoint him based on his resume. So,
I got you, Mama Carol.
that was enough. If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask about it. And we will go into the second round. Anyone else in the second round?
Madam Chair,
Go ahead.
maybe to make whether it's trying to support or city area or something, motion to just to our next council meeting.
Oh, okay, so you want to put a motion on the floor to keep this in council? Oh, okay, so there's a motion on the floor to keep, resolution 20563 in council. Any support? All right, hearing none, then motion dies for lack of work. So, anyone?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
So, it's already been said 3 different times, so I'm just Not only was he here last meeting, but he also spoke and the council passed him through. I understand my colleague in the ninth ward was absent, but what I would ask is that we not hold up someone that did show up to a meeting, that did have an opportunity to speak, and that although our other council colleagues are absent, that they also voted for him to move forward, to be moved to council. I ask that we would not hold that up, simply because of an absent colleague. Thank you.
Request for
Yeah, go ahead. What's your request? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Review to the speaker. Do you know when the next meeting is for this committee?
No, sir. I do not know when the next meeting for the Flint Housing Commission is, but I do know everything that I previously said, and I will do about time.
Oh, okay. So, Mr. Mason, do you know when the next housing commission meeting is?
Not at this time.
Okay, so I said. Okay. All right. So I'll go ahead and utilize my time. Mr. Jarrett, what is your resolution?
They don't have a meeting tomorrow for the next day. Must be at work.
Okay, so when you're saying.
Request for information.
What's your request?
Through you to my colleague, would you share why we're moving something that you missed because you did not come to work, but he did not because he did come?
And being here, you could have gotten approved then.
Whoa.
All right.
Madam Chair.
So this is my time. So I just want to be clear, this is my time. And, yeah, so. Right, so one thing that we don't want to have happen, we don't want to make it appear that we are utilizing our elected seats for retaliation. You know, and I really don't understand because Mr. Okay, so are we getting advisement from the first row? What is happening? Okay, I want to make sure I heard what I was hearing. So I'm just asking my colleague to please listen to your other colleague in addition to take a look at his resume or watch the tape that you missed. We had Mr. Kennedy at the lectern. And when he was at the lectern, he spoke to every single present council member. This body agreed to send him through you, Madam Clerk. Do you have the vote for Mr. Kennedy when we sent his resolution to council?
Request for information.
Yes.
Are we in regular council now or a special council before the council he otherwise would have been placed on the agenda for?
Could you please repeat that? Because we wouldn't have a special council meeting if you would just vote to handle the business of the city on Monday. So, I understand, but the other meetings that we had, when we attempt to get the business done on Monday, we have colleagues that vote against putting the elections last so we can handle the business of the city. But again, this looks like another way to talk the business of the city, but, Madam Clerk, do you have the vote?
No, I can't.
Okay. Go ahead, you said page 207. Okay, go ahead.
Consent agenda, which passed 7-0.
Okay, so his vote to go to council passed 7-0. Okay, got it. Thank you so much. So Mr. Trudell Kennedy, I was here when he spoke. He has my vote. According to his resume, he's more than qualified. He showed up, he spoke to the body. That's what a lot of members say that they want to have happen. He got the approval, so he will, again, receive my vote. Want to make sure that we're not utilizing our seat for retaliation. When asked if my colleague had reservation of what were they, so the body can also hear them, he refused to share, so here we are. We don't want to use our seat for retaliation again. So we're going to go ahead and go and proceed. Yeah, we'll second round. Yeah, so this is the second. No, all right, so Ms. You can go last, so that you have.
I didn't realize, so I would like just a few minutes. It is important to discuss about what happens at our regular meeting is that we get bogged down round and round and round. We make multiple motions to go to the city business and are turned down. Thus, we are here in a special council meeting. And nothing that's on this council meeting agenda came from any committee. It's everything that was on, not everything, but a lot of what was on the council meeting for last Monday. So everything that's on this agenda that you see was passed by the body to council. And I just wanted to make sure that my colleagues in the ninth ward understood that because we weren't able to do business and vote on him last Monday, he was special, that we have to do in order to get the business part of business done. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Priestley. So, thank you for that closing. We're going to want to go ahead and call for the vote for resolution 240523, the appointment of Mr. Trudell Kennedy to the Flint Housing Commission. Roll call by the clerk.
Motion started.
Ms. Winfrey Carter is absent. Ms. Burns is absent. Ms. Shab?
Yes.
Piper is absent. Mr. Jarrett?
No.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Yes.
Vote is 4 yes, 1 no.
No, it's 4 yes, 1 no, so that resolution failed. So, moving on to licenses. License 240547. Go ahead. All right, there's one approved by the councilwoman in the 4th ward, approved by the councilwoman in the 7th ward. Any discussion? Go ahead, Ms. Priestley.
So, I'm not opponent of marijuana, and, I drive by each every day, and I can smell it a mile away. When they came before us, I specifically asked about air filtration because, and how close the neighbors were to this property. And there is no neighbors in any locality near them. So, and there's also, because it's gone through all of the, processes and been approved all the way around, there is no reason for us not to approve it. This is the final step, and they have spent billions to get it. Thank you.
All right, anyone else in the first round? Mr. Jarrett.
You to make a statement right now. The gentleman that's over our, this cancellation. I'm sorry, sir. Name's escaping.
Montel.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Montel. Is this the gentleman, I'm trying to remember back, I believe this was the gentleman that you came before us with in December, and this is one with like 3 years or something like that? And is he the one who bought the property a few years ago that we had a lot of conversation in the council about?
Yes.
Okay, so it's now getting to us to pass through here. Do we, when is he looking, or how long before he's functioning in whatever full capacity?
He's done, he has his certificate of occupancy, this is the final step.
Okay, so he'll be ready to start doing whatever part of the process he's gonna be doing here soon.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay, and this being road, and is there a plan for retail or whatever other, so just road? Okay, and what are the projections for tax revenue to the city with this particular site? Any idea? All right, thank you, sir.
Is that your time?
Yeah.
All right, anyone else? Go ahead.
Thank you. Mr. Menifee, can you explain the process and what happens once it's before the council, what that means?
So, what the process means?
Simply meaning they've already gone through planning, they've gone through everything else, correct?
Oh, yes.
And that once it's in front of the council, at that point, everything is set for them, it's only up to council to approve or be sued, correct? Correct?
Yeah.
Thank you. I yield.
All right. Anyone else in the first round?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead, Mr. Alderman.
Just real quick, I know you came up and spoke about apartment condominiums. I just want to know, we brought up about the community benefit. And I said that we have some, looking at some ideas and ways he can really assist the community from the community. Oh, absolutely. Actually, he had, applied before, we had a lot of these protections, like as far as community benefits, like plans and things like that. But, you know, on his own, he has, acquired the property, did clean up, and he's also presented a like plan, to the city.
All right, so I'm the last person, I'm gonna go ahead and ask, so, Mr. Menifee, question for you. So hearing that this has been approved by everybody, be approved by the gentleman came last meeting and he stayed for a countless number of hours waiting to be approved. So if the city, if we not approve this, will we be putting ourselves in position for litigation?
We have, several times, yes.
Oh, okay, so we'll be put for litigation, so, all we have to do is approve someone that went through the process, every single step, that got approved by every single board, or we can get sued and still have to approve them, and still have to pay court fees and stuff, right?
Well, if we won't even come back to you guys, it will be, the judge making a decision, you know, to go with the course.
Right, but we still be out of court fees and money that we have to be out of, they still get what they signed up for. Yeah, and then, right, okay, just check. So, thank you for your service, and we definitely appreciate your client for choosing Flint again. And it definitely has my support, because we can't be a roadblock to this. It's just not an option. Especially when it comes to council, and they don't get the opportunity to be heard for various reasons. You know, they come because they expect business to be handled in Flint. We come because we expect business to be handled in Flint. So thank you again. You have my support, and I'll call for anyone else in the second round. Seeing that there's no one, we'll go ahead and call for the vote. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mrs. Sampson, Ms. Michelle?
Yes.
Vice President Anderson, Mr. Gerald?
Yes.
Mr. Alderman?
Yes.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley? Yes. Mr. Turner is absent. Vote 5 yes, 0 no.
Vote 5 yes, 0 no, so that resolution has been approved. Now we're on to our last operation of the evening. This resolution 240582. Put it up. Motion to approve this report. Report by the councilman in the first report. Any discussion? Any discussion in the second one?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
The question, through you to the street fund. What's the genesis of that? Where are they going? Are those federal dollars, are those city of Flint dollars that we allocate back to where?
Yeah, good question. $200 are, essentially state gasoline taxes that are divided to each municipality in Michigan based off of the calculation in the law of Act 51. So the gasoline tax.
So, let me make sure I'm understanding. Basically, those are state taxes that are collected and then allocated for this type of service.
Yes, yeah, so like when you go to the Secretary of State, they for, tax.
Okay,
Portion of that comes to state fund and, the sales tax.
okay, good. So this is coming out of that. What other ways or projects can these funds be used for? Does it have to be a capital project, or could we use these same funds, for example, grant trackers that we're talking about?
Oh, yeah, so we have, our streets department is funded on 202 and 203 on those gas taxes. So,
Okay.
yeah, we currently do have, a program in the community that we currently use.
Now, if you would share again, in this resolution, what are we paying for and why? How much time matters do we have?
You have 3 minutes.
This is the first round.
This is the second.
Yeah, this is for, specifically the undercut or the soil around the water pipes below the bricks. They had to dig down deeper than they initially anticipated, so we had a contract modification for the street department.
Oh, go ahead.
So I realize that, my colleagues didn't realize that the first round, nobody wanted to speak fast enough, so we went on to the second round. So I'm gonna ask a couple questions that we had discussed at the committee meeting. So, when the bricks had to be removed because they were improperly laid, we did not pay for anything, this does not cover for those expenses. It's just because of the water pipes, right?
Yes.
And, so this has nothing to do with relayment of bricks, it's because of something that we did wrong, or just clarify the water pipe, because it was hard to hear you.
No, that does not have anything to do with bricks.
We have a note here, it's just for the undercut core soils, that's from, Kevin Cook, who is the waste engineer and project manager over that program. So that's the note that he has to share.
Okay, thank you very much. Did that, through you to Mr. Jarrett, did they answer your questions?
That's good information. Thank you.
You're welcome. I knew you were shocked at your time. I'm done.
All right, anyone else in the room? All right, so there's no one else, we call for the vote for resolution 240582. This is the reconstruction of the Saginaw Street Bridge. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mrs. Sheff?
Yes.
Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Mr. Alvin?
Yes.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Vote 5 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 5 yes, 0 no, so that resolution passes. Yes, it is, so did you have any final comment? All right, so there's been a motion to adjourn, supported by the councilman in the 7th Ward. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Mr. Alvin?
Yes.
Priestley?
Yes.
Vote 5 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 5 yes, 0 no, and the special city council meeting is now adjourned at 6:20 p.m.
They really need to do anything? The other means they really gotta do it.
They gotta get this paper slips out. The time is now 6:20. Finance committee.
Would you please bring the speaker slips to the front? Thank you. Please do not speak to the staff.
The media normally say this stuff, but doesn't seem like all right, the media normally come up to the podium and say the slips are back here.
Come on, the meeting has started. The meeting has started.
Man, y'all some dumbasses.
You know what, you are.
Y'all some dumbasses.
Excuse me, Mr. Wilson is in violation of the safety plans. You cannot harass. You cannot harass.
Mr. Woodson. Mr. Woodson. The slips are back there. We're not gonna argue, Mr. Woodson.
No, you have to be in put an egg in and speak at every one of them. Oh, they best not change it. They done changed it. Now you got it. No, now you got it every time. That's what I do. I run back there and fill it out and put the boxes together before the box.
Mr. Woodson, you may leave this meeting, please. Mr. I would like Mr. Woodson removed for arguing.
For the record, every meeting, after the council speaks, we put out speaker slips for the next meeting. I did not make an announcement like I usually do, but those speaker slips have been out there since the council finished their speaking portion of the meeting. So those speaker slips have been back there. They are always out there before the start of this meeting. Once that gavel goes down, you cannot fill out a slip. I say this every meeting. This is the same people that are here every meeting. It's the same rules every meeting. We put those speaker slips out as soon as the council is done with their speaking portion.
The members of this body will not tolerate our staff being abused, verbally or any otherwise. They are doing their job. And Mr. Woodson, you are interfering with this meeting. I'm asking you to leave. I'm asking you to leave. I don't care who you're talking to. I'm asking you to leave. This is the fourth time I said, I'm telling you to leave.
And this is the second time that you've spoken to my staff disrespectfully because of speaker slips.
Madam Chair,
What is your?
excuse me, according to our public safety plan, number 6, respect for city officials and prohibited behavior, attendees are prohibited from yelling at or threatening the city clerk, city council secretary, city attorney, or other city employees during meetings. Any threats or aggressive behavior towards these officials or employees will result in immediate removal and possible arrest. Immediate removal and possible arrest. So, Mr. Wilson, according to our public safety plan, which has been approved by our police chief, you have to leave this meeting for your aggressive behavior towards city staff.
Why you gotta get loud?
Again, he should be leaving and walking. There is no reason why he should be in the meeting still talking. We have a meeting.
That's what I said.
Adults. Adults. This is crazy.
Excuse me, before we do roll call, can you read that rule again? Because everybody needs to be very clear that our staff will not be abused.
What y'all gonna do?
This is rule number 6 of our Flint City Council Public Safety Plan, which was implemented to keep everyone in the chamber safe. Number 6, respect for city officials and prohibited behavior. Attendees are prohibited from yelling at or threatening the city clerk, council secretary, city attorney, or other city employees during meetings. Any threat or aggressive behavior toward these officials or employees will result in immediate removal and possible arrest.
And again, I want to state for the record to everyone here, when we have these meetings that are doubled up like this, we have a special meeting today with the regular committees. When we used to put all the slips out, it was confusing. People would fill out one slip, so we start putting the slips out separately. When you walk in, it's for the first meeting of the day, and then we switch them out to the second meeting of the day. They're in the back. You can see Christelle, she's been doing it every meeting. She walks back there and switches those slips as soon as the council response is done. So we cannot help. I usually make an announcement, but the meeting starts. Once the gavel bangs, we have to pick up the slips.
Madam Clerk, roll call.
Mr. O'Halloran. Ms. Lewis.
Present.
Ms. Priestley.
Present.
Ms. Murphy Carter is not in. Ms. Burns is not in. Ms. Shan.
Present.
Mr. Pfeiffer is not in. Mr. Jarrett. You have 5 members present.
There are 5 members present. Are there any requests for agenda changes? Yes.
There are just these 2 items.
I believe that's all there is. Seeing there's none, no agenda changes, we'll go ahead and go on to public comment. Members of the public will receive 3 minutes. I do not allow extra time, so watch your time. When the 3 minutes hits, we're done. First public speaker, Madam Clerk.
First speaker is Rich Jones.
How y'all doing today? First of all, I want to speak up on behalf of St. Martin's. Can y'all please do something to put them on the agenda for Monday? That program right there, as I know of it, is funding itself and it's not fair. It's not right. It's residents from all over the city of Flint that follow in those lines. So whatever going on that's preventing y'all from doing what's right, stop it and do what's right. This is a simple situation right here. If y'all wanna break it down and give them 25,000 now and wait a couple months and give them another 25, I'm cool with that. But immediately give them something before the next drive, which probably ain't this Wednesday, but if it's not this Wednesday, it will be next Wednesday. So, and another question I have, so if they are funding this on their own, is there any way that they can be refunded for the weeks that they have already put this service on to the community of Flint? And another one is, I'll have the petitions here for people to sign for Justice Arrayon. And I thought it was only one, but it's two. And the second one, I'm kind of confused because y'all didn't even pay this, the city didn't even pay this family any honor or respect or by showing up at the funeral or giving any recognition to this family about this heartache. And I just feel it's a shame. But we got 2,000 or more citizens that's gonna sign this petition. And whether y'all join in or not, we're gonna stand up for our city. And we're gonna demand that we be treated right. Because a young man getting shot in his back like that, and the quietness coming from our city just ain't right. Remember this, all y'all can't be affected like this. It can be a neighbor, it can be a nephew, it can be a niece, it can be a brother, it can be a sister, it can be a mother. That can be next. So, we should have been done this 3 years ago when Von Davis got killed in that police chase. But we was quiet. But guess what? We're not going to be quiet this time. We're not going to be quiet this time. Thank you, and please join the fight.
Next speaker.
The last speaker for this meeting is R.M.
Jim Ward.
Good evening, Council. Our L. Mitchell. Ms. Briefly, to you, to the city attorney. You know, this last council meeting, city attorney, you didn't even make the effort to answer the question that, like a woman of color, African American, took Asian situation, Tim, that Chinese looking guy, the unprecedented, he got an unprecedented salary, get paid for more people, more than any lawyer in the United States. And I don't want to mention his salary. We asked, did the woman of color get the same amount when she hired on from Pontiac and brought it back to the mayor? And you attempted to say nothing, like you're looking over there now, just looking down, like, and then, sir, you hear me? You understand the words coming out? Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Now, Mr. Christie, to you, back to them. You said we got $11 million, well. And I asked you to drop a tear on Greater Holy Temple Church of God in Christ on Door Highway. But when you do that, you can drop a tear on what the man just got you mentioned. The old people over there paying out of their pocket. The people in the ghetto over there in Second Ward neighborhood. And like the one on Stewart Avenue, across where they're making them little houses for the veterans at, anyway, they keep going along without, but they don't money like mine, keeping this all money. And now, back to the situation in Flint with Felicia Shields, like, Felicia Shields, I hope you're watching this situation here right now, well, this council is going on. You see a mayor calling the shots like the President of the United States doing right now. People who come, talk about, even though you were born in the United States, doesn't mean he's gonna try to get you. African Americans and people like the law attorney, he said he was born in the United States, but he ain't all that he looked like that. Well, anyway, to get more money in Flint, I want you to stage a fight with the rooster of the city hall. You know what that is. And we can get all kind of money in here and talk about, hello, you believe we can look up and.
Mr. Mitchell,
Ma'am.
please be respectful of councilman.
But ma'am, okay, like I say, and like Attorney Barnes, get ready for the second stalemate award from Philadelphia. When the first boy talk about, you see my work, and when it goes up in the city citizens of it, when it get kicked in the bus, like that kick names in the dog.
That's how you gonna get the stalemate award.
Council members shall have 2 minutes to respond to any public comment. Is there anyone who wishes to address the public? Is there anyone who wishes to respond?
Really crazy, we got plenty of sense, you know what's going on.
Thank you so much, and, Commissioner Jones, so I heard you, mention what council should be doing. And, I just wanted to highlight the things that council members are doing. Council members are reading the agenda. Council members are showing up to work. Council members are doing, seminars on home foreclosures, funds and affairs. Council members are focused on fire safety, conducting their good meetings, supporting local schools, attending conferences. So I just encourage you to reach out to those that are not doing anything, but they have the extra time to deal with what you were referring to. Unfortunately, we were elected to serve. Some of us serve, some of us don't. So I'm looking forward to continuing to serve in the second ward in my official capacity as the second ward city council person, where they have elected me and said no to the recall 5 times. This is important to do the work. So please reach out to those that you don't see out here active. I encourage you to continue to stay active, continue to have a passion to fight for the community. But please, pick and choose your allies, Mr. Jones. And we see that. So thank you so much, Madam Chair.
No, this is no back and forth. Is there anyone else? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion for the consent agenda. Mr. Jones.
Got it going now, too late.
I'll entertain a motion for the consent agenda. You can't make a motion before you support it.
Yeah, we all should have learned from him and not hang with pancakes.
To pick up a little bit of the shack to approve the consent agenda. It's been supported, Mr. Allen. Is there any separation?
You said he don't hang with pancakes.
Go ahead. Total separation, all right, so our first resolution is resolution.
Get some water.
Take my notes. All right, so our first resolution is 250026. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair?
Yes, ma'am.
There's a motion to bring Mr. Jones to order talking about.
Mr. Jones?
Get out.
Mr. Jones? It seems like every meeting I've had to call your attention to that you are disrupting meetings. Please, the next time you will receive a warning. Go ahead, is there a motion to, for resolution 250026?
I would make a motion to send that to the council.
There's a motion on the floor to send it to council by the councilman in the second word for support. It's been supported by the councilman in the first word. Any discussion? Go ahead, Ms. Michelle.
Is there, someone here who can speak to this grant? 250026-T, which is the grant agreement or auto theft enforcement program work, also known as GAIN. And as I was reading through this, I just have a couple of, because there are several different, police agencies that will be a part of, fulfilling the obligations in this grant. And so I guess my first question is, are we paying the wages for everybody that, is associated with this grant? How's this working?
Yeah, you would probably have to bring my attention to that part where you said there were several other agencies, yeah.
Correct. So, the other agencies that have also agreed to this, we have, Genesee County Sheriff's Office, which understandably, we have the Metro Police Authority, which I know a lot of residents are not clear on who, what, where, when, and why, when they're involved. City of Flushing, Flint Township Police Department, City of Flint Police Department, City of Burton Police Department, City of Grand Blanc Police Department, Grand Blanc Township Police Department, Davidson Township Police Department. And I think that those are all the ones who are a part of this agreement, and it's multi-jurisdictional. And so, help us understand what we're seeing here when we're looking at this grant. Is this covering more than just the city of Flint, or is this only the city of Flint, and then where we kind of cross those jurisdictions, or we share some boundaries that they will also, help me understand what area this grant covers?
This award is strictly for the city of Flint. So
Strictly for the city.
This was award, yeah, the GAIN and all of those law enforcement is often a collaborative effort to provide auto anti-theft activities.
Correct.
But this grant was awarded to the city of Flint's police department, and subsequently it talks about the match which comes out of the city of Flint. This is all city of Flint.
All right, and do you know if the other jurisdictions will receive a similar grant? I know that right now is something you're aware of, but, okay. And then when we talk about, because I see here, as a part of this agreement, it states that the other jurisdictions will be responsible for any costs or anything that is associated with any activities that they have to do regarding this grant. So that simply put mean that, so if for whatever reason they happen to apprehend someone that is not the Flint police force happens to apprehend someone committing a crime in Flint, but you have one of the other jurisdictions that catch that person.
Well, I think I can.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I would say that you could think of a vast number of circumstances that would call for other financial engagements. I know of situations where there's been chase activity and people's property have been damaged. If in pursuit of recovering a vehicle takes us from Flint to Davidson or to Burton or some other community and damages occur as a part of that process, there is a situation where you have to talk about who's going to pay for that damage, especially if it involves multiple police departments. So that's where the lines get blurred when you start talking about pursuit and recovery of vehicles in multiple jurisdictions. That would have nothing to do with the grant per se. That would have to do with those particular departments.
Right, because here it says that, and I don't mean to cut you off, but each party shall be responsible for its own acts, the acts of its employees, and the agents, the costs associated with those acts, and the defense of those acts.
Yes. Sorting that out sometimes can be a complicated process.
Got it. So they are, I have 25 seconds left, so they are agreeing to help meet the, can't think of the word, but help meet what the grant requires. But any of the wages, full-time holiday pay, compensation, all that will be City of Flint Police Department only will be getting paid from this grant for that work?
That is my understanding, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else in the first round? Anyone else in the first round? Anyone in the second round?
Madam Chair.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, and would you happen to have a projection of how much vehicle theft you hope to curb with this grant?
I'm sorry, that would be a question for the chief's
She's actually on a call right now.
Do you have any, like, facts and figures of how much auto theft we currently have in the city?
At this point, it could be something that we look at. I'll give them money.
All right, so I would like to make a substitute motion to move this to special affairs as opposed to council, so that we can give the chief a chance to speak to Ms. Grant and some of the questions that we might have.
Okay, is there support? There's a motion on the floor to send it to special affairs. Okay, it's been properly seconded to send to special affairs. This is the vote to send it to special affairs. Mr. Allen? Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley? Yes. Ms. Carter is not in. Burns is not in. Jeff?
Yes.
Ryder is not in. Mr. Jericho?
Yes.
Vote is 5 yes, 0 no. The vote is 5 yes, 0 no. That will be sent to special affairs. The next resolution is 250027, authorizing Arrowhead Upfitters for upfitting of 6 PSV and 6 SSV police vehicles. What is the pleasure of the body?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to send resolution 250027-T to council.
Is there support? It's been properly seconded, to send 250027. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion in the first round? Any discussion in the first round? Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, this is the vote to send 250027. Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
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 The vote is 5 yes, 0 no. That will be sent to.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion on the floor to adjourn, 34. Properly seconded. Is, go ahead and vote.
Well, I gotta do this.
Yes.
I gotta do this.
Yes.
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 The vote is 5 yes, 0 no. That we are adjourned at 6:48.
So we just did legislative, right?
We just did finance.
Okay, we can go to legislative.
The time is now 6:48 PM. I call this legislative committee meeting to order. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Yeah, they do. So they got 2 orders.
Lewis?
Present.
Present.
Present. We have 5 members present that request for changes or additions. Since there are requests for agenda changes or additions, it is now time for public comment. Members of the public who wish to address the city council or its committees must register before the meeting begins. A box will be placed at the entrance to the council chambers for collection of registrations. No additional speakers or slips will be accepted after the meeting begins. Members of the public shall have no more than 3 minutes per speaker during public comment, with only 1 speaking opportunity per speaker. Do want to remind everybody that you are subject to the disorderly persons go to subsection. First public speaker, Madam Clerk.
First speaker is Rich Jones. Next speaker is R.L. Mitchell.
Good evening, Council. I'm R.L. Blue. And, just recently, just because you smell marijuana a mile away from St. John Street, messing with the Dope Boys project, because they already been approved, they've already bought the property, and you're up there trying, but you still approve it, right? You the only one. There's no houses around there. The Dope Boys try to make another comeback like they did wrong 25 years ago when they introduced that stuff in Flint. Until the other Dope Boys ran them out of here, but they already got established. And it's all Flint, all that kind of discouraged the Dope Boys. It is not racial because the white boy is entirely black with his money, but the white boy don't want to be transparent with Tarzan. That's why property ain't here tonight. And another 2 chairs empty. For 5th ward and 6th ward. Because they don't want to deal with the Philadelphia and take her to the court. And she's won the whole case. That's why she got the Nobel Peace Prize. Well, stalemate. And took a picture of the woman who, of the 2nd ward, and she was rounding up like she should have seen her face in the red rooster, so to speak, and one of the insects, she got, like I say, you want to fight Felicia Shields, and she'll set it up for you. You want to take on Tarzan, him and his brother, a black woman, and already, when she knocked him in his eye, they already think that a black woman is a man. They want to go, I believe that jump. I remember Lucius Shields was about 3 years old, walking around down on Jackson Street, over there. What? I'm proud of what? You know, what's in the background? Hey, I thought you knew what got jumped on by the club fans out there.
Mr. Mitchell, please hold your time at the lectern or relief.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Like I said, hello, sir. I'm back. R.L. Mitchell. You get Wilson, Dr. Wilson. Y'all don't get enough of messing with that darky. Because he ain't no devil.
Mr. Mitchell, I've asked you time and time again to refrain from using that terminology.
Yes, dear.
Thank you.
Wow, somebody got me. Rooster peck. Rooster about the right rooster. No, they're right in. I mean, anyway, like I said, Mr. Beasley, keep doing the good work and like you're doing, and don't run into the dope boys out, because we got to have some change in this town. And America, stay tuned. Because you're going to see how the president deal with me when he come back to me. Bring out a regular lady over on.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Clerk. All right, seeing as how that was the last speaker, public speaker, it is now time for council response. Is there any council member who wishes to speak during council response? Seeing as how there's no one that wishes to speak during council response, I will entertain a motion for the consent agenda.
Madam Chair.
Councilwoman in the 2nd ward.
So
Is there support? Moved and properly supported by the councilman in the 1st ward. Are there any separations? Seeing as how there are no separations, we can.
Madam Chair.
Yes, ma'am. Councilwoman in the 4th ward.
2404301.
All right. Are there any more separations? Seeing as how there, all right.
Yeah, total separation.
All right, moving on to ordinance 24042-6.1-T, which is the amended ordinance code amendment ordinance chapter 24, housing article 4, fair chance access to rental housing, sections 24-114 to 24-127. What is the pleasure of the body?
Madam Chair,
Councilwoman in the 2nd ward.
I would like to leave this here in legislative.
There's a motion on the floor to leave it in legislative. Is there support? It's been moved and properly supported by the councilman in the 9th ward. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Priestley?
Yes.
Mr. Carter is not here. Mr. Burns is not here. Mr. Shad?
Yes.
Mr. Riker is not here. Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Vote is 5 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 5 yes, 0 no. That resolution stays in legislative committee. Moving on to ordinance 240430.1-T, which is the amended ordinance code amendment ordinance chapter 25, community development article 1, community benefits agreements, sections 25-1 to 25-7. What is the pleasure of the body? Councilwoman in the fourth ward. It's been, there's a motion on the floor to move to council. Is there support? It's been moved and properly supported by the councilwoman in the second ward.
Madam Chair.
Councilwoman in the fourth ward, you have the floor.
Through you to Ms. Dorr.
Ms. Dorr, please join us at the lectern. You want to start your question while she's on the line?
We discussed this outside of council, and you had some concerns about how this is designed. Could you give us some kind of idea of how you would change things, or what you don't like about it? What's in there?
Good evening. I know that I was asked about enforcement at the last meeting, and I do think it would be easier to have enforcement if there was some more specificity in the language. So we could just do a little bit of tweaking. I guess I do want to reiterate that is, I think the community benefits ordinance is wonderful because there is lots of opportunity here in Flint because of the land we have and the economic development and the growth that we are coming, that's happening right now and will keep happening. But I also think that the specificity needs to be added around what is expected for different tiers and what also would be the enforcement mechanism for different types of incentives that are given. And that is not currently outlined.
Is that something that your office can work on and give to the city attorney's office to update the resolution or the ordinance?
That's not how it's going to be.
But I'm just, let me ask the question.
I mean, we can do whatever we are instructed. I think we also have lots of other stakeholders in the community who might have other concepts or ideas around some of this as well that could be incorporated. So we could have public input sessions. We could work just with our legal office to look at other examples. We could brainstorm internally. There's a lot of different options that depending on what this body wants.
Okay. I'm going to yield my time to my other colleagues to see if they have any questions.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else who would like to form the first round of discussion?
Madam Chair.
Councilman in the first ward, you have the floor.
And yes, I would definitely like to work with you on this. I know it was brought up at the last meeting in regards to you guys may have some different examples where we can add some more language into this to kind of tighten some of the areas up. So I'll definitely be open to having that conversation with you. Thank you.
All right, is there anyone else who would like to floor in the first round of discussion? Anybody else in the first round of discussion? Is there anyone else who would like to floor in the second round of discussion?
Madam Chair,
Councilwoman in the fourth ward.
can I make a motion to postpone the second?
So I hear your motion. But I'm going to speak in the second round, but there is a motion on the floor to postpone it definitely. Is there support? There is no support, that fails for lack of support. Continuing the second round, is there anyone else who would like to form the second round of discussion? All right, since there's no one else who would like to run the floor in the second round of discussion, I will go ahead and take my time. I do think that this ordinance has been definitely a labor of love. It's been worked on. I know that there are a lot of community stakeholders that have already been talked to about this ordinance. I do hear what you're saying as far as you have some suggestions as far as enforcement. We definitely want to work with you as far as enforcement goes. This ordinance is very near and dear to my heart, since how I am the one that introduced it, has been working on it for a year. So I would ask my colleagues the courtesy of working with me to change my ordinance. That would be greatly appreciated. If that's nothing else, I guess there's a motion to leave it here. If anyone has that motion?
I'll make a motion to, stay in legislative.
There's a motion to leave this here in legislative. Is there support? It's been moved and properly supported. Thank you, Emily. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Mr. Carter? Ms. Stearns? Ms. Shad?
Yes.
Mr. Piper? Ms. Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
The vote is 5 yes, 0 no. That ordinance stays in legislative. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. There's been a motion to adjourn by Councilwoman Judy Priestley. Is there support? Supported by Councilman Leon Almeida. Roll call.
Yes.
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 The vote is 5 yes, 0 no. It is now 7:02 p.m. Wednesday, January 22nd. This legislative committee meeting is adjourned. The time is now 7:02 p.m. Wednesday, January 22nd. I call this Government Operations Committee to order. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Allen? Lewis?
Present.
Ms. Priestley?
Present.
Mr. Carter? Ms. Shad?
Present.
Mr. Jarrett?
Present.
We have 5 members present.
We have 5 members present. Are there any requests for agenda changes or additions? Seeing how there are no requests for agenda changes or additions, it's now time for public comment. Members of the public who wish to address the city council or its committees must register before the meeting begins. A box will be placed at the entrance to the city council chambers for collection of registrations. No additional speakers or slips will be accepted after the meeting begins. Members of the public shall have no more than 3 minutes per speaker during public comment, with only 1 speaking opportunity per speaker. All speakers are subject to the disorderly person city code subsection 1st. Public speaker, Madam Clerk.
First speaker is Rich Jones.
How y'all doing once again? First of all, I want to address Mr. Dale Lewis about me having allies. I misphrased myself when I said I don't have any allies. I mean that I don't have any allies in this room. I have plenty of allies. And also, I want to thank y'all for being lenient with me because I do have a loud voice. Most of the time that I'm heard in this echo-filled room. I don't mean to disrupt them, but every now and then, I do get a little bit loud. So I want to thank y'all for your leniency, but it's not bad. And then I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's impossible to sit out in these seats and watch and listen to y'all and not have nothing to say. It's impossible. And me, myself, I have a loud voice, so sometimes during the meetings, I just go downstairs and listen to y'all downstairs because I do know that I have a loud voice. But I don't really mean any harm. Well, a few times when my voice got really loud, it was because I was frustrated. Y'all was having a whole bunch of negative meetings. And I got through out because because I felt that Judy Priestley should have been chairing the meeting instead of Adele Lewis. So yeah, I remember that day. And so when I get out of hand, I know, but once again, I want to thank y'all. And as far as the St. Mark's go, once again, just please with y'all, do what's right. Do what's right. I really feel that if y'all did a serious outreach to the residents of your community, you will find out that every one of y'all have relatives that gets in that line. So just think about more than yourself once and do what's right for the St. Mark's. And like I said before, when it comes to the Rayvon situation, and I think Leon attended the event that we had last, was it Monday? Martin Luther King Day Monday, and I think he probably, because there was a petition there, I'm quite sure he signed it. So, and I'm not gonna put any pressure and ask y'all to get signatures or anything like that. I'm not gonna do that. I know I said I would, but I'm not. But I will say this, if y'all do want a petition sheet, I'm at the Oak Business Center Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 to 7 o'clock. So if anybody want to come down there and sign a petition for justice for Rayvon or join in, they can come down there. Thank y'all very much.
Next public speaker, Madam Clerk.
The last speaker for this meeting is L. Mitchell.
Hello, Mr. I'm back. All right, over to address the county popo and all them popos on the outskirts, like in Grand Lake and all the rest of them around. Like you seen, our administration don't want to pay them they dues. When they come up, when they be chasing the Flint boys back into the county, they want some of that money of what we got too. But you see, the chief of police, when he must come up here and address the situation. But you see what he said, that's a question for the minister, for the chief. And that's just like the hospital, early hospital, want to sick them up, beat the people of color for getting away with free operation in Flint. They want them 3 hospitals, then step up and talk with McLean, Early Hospital, and Flint Orthopedics. You see them all with the one in Grand Lake, but now they want tax for the people think they got away. We the people, and nobody, and the mayor downstairs, they ain't what's coming upstairs to address it, but trying to keep their money. And every time they come chasing somebody, killing somebody accidentally, like out in Burton, I seen Flint police head-on collision with the Burton police. I guess they saw that equipment, want to tell the Flintstones. We the people. I just moved out there, and they had to call the mayor to get me out of the apartment behind Myers. They said, sir, you just got enough. What you doing? I built a church out there behind Myers, and they actually shot a deer rifle over my head for going to the woods. I know what a deer rifle sound like, because they had an echo in the middle, like, I think they were trying to hit me, but they couldn't shoot right. Walking in on that swamp land, trying to get to my church. Harris Memorial Church of God in Christ. And they done some more stuff out there. Stole all them big rocks. I didn't know them things were $500 a piece. One little white woman looked like Shorty Chip. They said, "Can I have one of your rocks?" I said, "Yeah." The next day, I had about 100 rocks, like a pyramid. They had stole them all. And when the deacon come back from Memphis, he said, "Where the rocks at?" I said, "White people's gonna get." I didn't know they could steal it. He took responsibility for his mouth. I built a $6 million church out there. It was a storefront, still a church storefront, but it's a $6 million store. Anyway, people out, we better pay them country bumpers like the beach cops. They used to come across the top of the road, but now they come over here chasing like they can't chase nobody, like shooting all the wrong way up. And they do America.
floor at this time? Seeing as how there's no one who would like the floor at this time during council response, we will now move on to our discussion item, which is 240028-T, discussion item 2024 Neighborhood Safety Officers NSO report. And this discussion item was requested by Second Ward Council Member Lewis, and this is regarding the 2024 NSO report. Now, this discussion item does not have a time limit on there, so we are going to set a time limit for this discussion item now. If we're going to move forward with this discussion item, it is completely up to the requester of said item, so I will ask you, are we moving forward with this discussion item? And we're setting a time limit.
Madam Chair, I would like to move the discussion item to the Special Affairs meeting, and I would like to make the time limit 20 minutes.
Correct, and I'm assuming that thank you, I'm assuming that you want to move this discussion item because there is no one present that can actually speak to this report. I see that there's no staff back there, is that correct?
Correct.
All right, so there's a motion on the floor to move this discussion item to special affairs. Is there support? And when we move this item to special affairs, are we requesting the presence of those who can speak to this report?
Absolutely.
Madam Clerk? We are putting in a request for you to request their presence for a discussion item, which during special affairs, I guess that's when we will determine the actual time of the discussion item, because I would imagine that there will be 8 council members here at this point, and 20 minutes might not be enough. But that will be up to the body, I guess, or up to whomever. We can always add time, so we'll start right now with a 20-minute discussion and request the presence of those who can speak to this report for during special affairs. All right, it's been properly supported. Go ahead.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
would like to specifically ask the NSO supervisor to be.
Correct. Okay, thank you. I'm 100% correct. Thank you. Madam Clerk, there has been a request made by Councilwoman Priestley that the NSO supervisor be in attendance to discuss this report as well. So in addition to their supervisor, and their supervisors, is there anyone else that we need present? All right, we'll say those two specifically, and then we'll also include all necessary parties, which I'm sure the city administrator will be there anyway, so. And this is for a 20-minute special affairs discussion.
Gotta wait till me out and get back where they can vote.
I'll support.
No, it's already supported, but Mr. Alameen stepped out, so we can't do a roll call until he steps back in.
Madam Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
can I just point out that this discussion item can be added to the agenda without vote?
I'm sorry, was that?
This discussion item can be added to the agenda without.
Oh, that's council.
I mean, it's my, yeah, go ahead, it's my committee, so we can add it. That's fine. We don't need to vote on it, that's fine. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Yeah, that's it. They just gotta wait till Leon come.
That's it?
Yeah, that's the last one.
Why ain't nobody vote?
They waiting on Leon to come back.
We have to wait on Councilman Alameen to
They wait on Leon.
I told you.
Motion to adjourn.
There's been a motion to adjourn. Is there support? Moved and properly supported by the councilwoman in the second ward. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Lewis?
Yes.
Priestley? Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Vote is 5 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 5 yes, 0 no. The time is 7:14 p.m. Wednesday, January 22nd. I call this Governmental Operations Committee. It is now adjourned.
I'm about to end it. Let me end it, family. See y'all later on. Catch y'all later.